Clutch Talk on the 340 399s. Was going to use the 399 right here. It's got the smaller shaft. But ran into a problem. Look here at the springs. The one on the right, the TNT, and the one on the left, 399. 399 is not as stiff. Just crush it pretty easy with my hand. 341, a lot stiffer, so it's going to be higher RPM engagement compared to 399. Greasy. Ran into a problem though. I'll show you in a minute. As far as I can tell, the outer shells are the same, but the weights. That one's sticking out because there's a little schmutz on there. It's a little more worn out. This one's worn out. This is the 340 one that came off there. And this is the one I was going to put on there. Looks a lot nicer. Here's the grooves. If you can see that, grooves on the 341 that was on that. One's the one that's really pitted. And here's this one. But the problem comes when I try to put the springs in. 399 fits in 399, fits in the bigger shaft. 340 spring, TNT spring fits in the bigger shaft, obviously what it came out of, but gets stuck in the 399 one. So you can't just shove that in there with without a little work. I'm sure it'll shove down in there, but then you'll never get it back out. So that's a conundrum I'm in. I was going to use that one because, like I say, the weights are nicer. So I think I'm going to use this shell. I'm going to come in here, build that up. If you can see that, I'll build that up with the welder and then file it back down just through there. I've had luck in the past doing that. It just wears out a lot faster. Just keep an eye on it. But it spins off and on just like the other one here. So I got this one all shined up, ready to go, and then can't use it. Get this stuff out of the way. As you can see, it just has the same exact threads. So I mean, theoretically you could just throw that clutch on there and work just fine. But yeah, I need to clean this one up now, shine it up so the clutch moves easy. Get that out of the way. Show you here. This is the one that came off. This is the 399 weight set, so we'll see if that works on here. Falls on there just if I can find it. There we go. Fits on there just the same. Bolts are interchangeable, so it'll go on there with this spring. So that conundrum solved. Set this stuff aside here. Get this stuff out of the way quick. Pull this out. The shrouding's different too. As you can see, you got the shrouding in there. Got the motor put back together. I didn't show anybody that. I've seen that before. But I had to, as you can see, file that out. And I went down to the farm and grabbed a 399 shroud, which is right here, full of schmutz. And they're different. Right in here, get this out of the way. Kind of got a cluttered workbench right now. So I'd like to get this done and out of here. Right here. The other one goes up a little more, I'll show you here in a second. So this will not fit on there without basically machining that whole works off there. This one comes up higher right here, as you can see in the bump, and there's a lot more meat, so it automatically comes up higher and then down, but I had to file some off for this intake anyway. So my guess is this intake right here is off just a normal stock 340. Because it's got all the mounting tabs and stuff on here, like this one does not. This one bolts through right here, which this one still got the hole, but it doesn't do it. And this shell broke off right here. Oop. Broke off right there, and that's all kind of crapped up. So let's use one bolt on top, and maybe the one through here, which I already have. So I got spark, went through, did all that jazz. Let's see if I can get this stuff out of the way. Got that on there. So I just use a couple old pistons, so if it does blow up, don't really care. Just as long as it doesn't send out the rod or anything, but we'll see how it runs. I wish the compression was a little higher. I can pull through it yet, but we'll give them rings time to seat up in their new cylinders. I did hone them out just a smidgen, just take the glaze off, and nothing too radical though. Got my shroud ready to go. There was bolts broke off in there. So you can see that crack right there. So this shroud's kind of used up. But I do have a 340 motor. I might take it off if this works out. So basically now that fits up in there like that. And we should have clearance in there to slip all our stuff on. Got this all glued together. Don't get me started on primer flanges. I got it. The solder wood didn't even take. So you could actually bend this right here where the intake is for that, I guess. So had to take it apart. I resoldered it, and then I just RTV'd some gaskets to it because they're going to be on there anyway. So that all fits up in there just like so. Obviously you got to have it. Oh, and I had to notch this out right here to get the nipple on the flange so you could actually get something on there. So now it's got a nice little radius down here. I'll go to this one, show you what's kind of a stock. That stock right there, I would guess. I don't know why it's cut out there. Maybe you guys know. Yeah, coming together. Next time you'll probably see it's probably going to be in the chassis. I'm not going to paint anything or really clean anything up. I'm just going to get it so it's operational for this year. As you can see, the sun's out, melting away. Got the old jalopies sitting there. They're on decent yet. Made vintage ride, made all that, so it's kind of a plus. But nope, check spark, got spark, so we should be able to put all the shrouds on now, bolt everything in, and see if it starts. I'm gonna put some new fuel lines on it, clean the tank out already, so it shouldn't be too much longer. So stop back. That's it for today.